Hey guys, so I'm so sorry I haven't made a video yet about the IDA conference. As soon as I got home, I had to start studying for finals, which are this week. And if you can't tell, like, I realized I look really exhausted, but I had to start studying for finals, and that took up a lot of my time, a lot more than I anticipated. So I figured I just finished my first final today, and I figured I might as well get this over with as I let my brain kind of stop being mushy so I can study for my next one. Um, so the night we drove into Chicago for the International Dyslexia Association's annual conference. Uh, we went to a reception dinner that was held by Susan Barton, and that was really cool. I got to network some, and I met some really nice people. I actually met this really sweet, intelligent, like, awesome young dyslexic girl. She was the only other, or dyslexic girl. She was the only other dyslexic there, and it was great to talk to her. You know, it's always great to see another dyslexic person that is more your age so you can relate to them, I guess. No offense to older dyslexics. Well, like, any dyslexic I think you can relate to. I'm sorry. My brain gets rambly when I'm tired. So after that, we went back to the hotel. The next morning, we went to our first conference or speaker thing. I forget what they're called. And that was about transitioning from high school to college. Even though I'm already in college, I wanted to, like, just tips, because just because I'm already in college doesn't mean that it can't help me later on, especially since I think I might transfer to a different school later on in my college career. Just yeah. So so yeah, that was really interesting. There were a lot of good tips. At the same time, a lot of it was about, like, they focused a lot on electronics for dyslexics, and personally, electronics don't work for me, so that was a little frustrating. And also, I felt like the speech was a little bit geared more towards parents of dyslexics instead of dyslexics themselves, which I totally understand, because, like, there are going to be way more parents there than dyslexics, but it was still a little bit frustrating. It wasn't quite what I was anticipating, but I still got a lot of good information from it. After lunch, because you have to remember these are like hours long, so after that we went to lunch, and then after lunch we went to a presentation about morphology, which is the study of morphemes. And I love that. That was really interesting. Speaker was Ron Yoshimoto, I believe, from Hawaii, and it was just, he's a really good. I really enjoyed that one. It makes me really want to go and, like, study morphemes and learn more about that. That was a really good talk. You guys should look him up online. I'll post some links below, but yeah, that was really inspiring, and there was a lot of good information in that, and just about how dyslexics, like, how good learning morpheme or morphology can be for dyslexics, and I found that really interesting. Whew. Then we went and walked around the stands and talked to people and networked some, I guess. And then we went to our next talk. I was gonna have another one in between those two, but it was also about technology for dyslexics, and I was really, like, I was feeling pretty tired, and I had studying to do, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go back to the room and study and then go to the next conference. It's really hard to study when you're at a conference. But anyways, this is going to be a long video. So then I'll try to speed it up. So then we went to that next conference, and that was also had to do with teaching of morphemes. But it was more I don't know. It was similar to, it had different information, but along the same topic line, and that was really interesting. There were 3 different speakers. I can't remember their names. I know I should, but my brain is shot right now. And then after that, we went around the, that was a couple hours long. After that, we went around and looked around again, and then it was already evening by that point, so I went up and started studying, and then the next day, or maybe it was the next day that we had, either this day or the next day, we had a conference in the morning. I think that was the last conference, the one that I just mentioned. We had the conference in the morning, and then we went sightseeing, which is really fun. Since I've never been to Chicago, it was really cool to just go around and sightsee. Then we drove back home. Or went back home. It was a good experience, and I actually got to participate in some of the speakers, like in the one by Ron Moshimoto, or damn it, I can't even remember names anymore. The first one about morphemes, I gotta go up and be ING for a little presentation portion of it. So it was a great experience. I'm sorry I haven't put up any clips. I did not bring my camera, and so I had to use my mom's phone, and I haven't been able to get them from her yet. So, I'm sorry this is such a rambly video, and it doesn't really present any information. I think I'll put this on my, yeah. Okay, bye.